You know, I actually do feel pretty good about this one, hence the video. Justin Braun from the Philadelphia Flyers has been traded over to the New York Rangers in exchange for, according to Jeff Merrick, just a straight-up third-round pick. So this is the entire situation over here. We also had Pierre LeBrun, who noted how pending the official trade call, the Rangers will get Justin Braun in exchange for a third with no salary retention. Now, this is one of the things that a lot of people were speculating the New York Rangers would be able to do because of their current cap situation. They could, in theory, get guys at their full cap hits, and they don't need to really think about what's going on with the money because they've got a lot of money to spend. And so when you go over to Justin Braun, this is a guy who, as the Philadelphia Flyers, has had 16 points in 61 games this season, which is actually really good. He's more of a bottom pair, defensive, shutdown kind of guy, despite the production that he has had for the Flyers this season. Now, for Philadelphia, he's making 1.8. He'll be making 1.8 in New York. He's expiring at the end of this season with that contract. He's a right side D6'2", 205, 35 years old too, so a very experienced vet who had such a long time in the San Jose Sharks organization. But now you take a look at what the Rangers are getting in this guy. This is pretty much just insurance. You have yourselves Braden Schneider, who has just broken into the NHL, and if you're not really too comfortable going to a significant role with that guy early on, then Justin Braun could be seen as sort of a mentor, sort of a stopgap between that time frame. Now, I have been seeing some Rangers fans, especially on Reddit, kind of worrying about the idea of having Braun and Nemeth as a pairing, but you know, at the end of the day, this is a right side D, and you can never really have too many right side D that can actually play defense and do well, relatively well, offensively speaking, and that very much appears to be what Justin Braun has done. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this entire trade over here? If you're a New York Rangers fan, what do you think about this price? It's a third-round pick in 2023. I know a lot of Flyers fans were kind of ripping on me for my take on Claude Giroux, but then again, there were a lot of Flyers fans that were ripping the Claude Giroux trade in general, where I said that trade was kind of a fleece because you traded away just an extended legend. By the way, the cops, the sirens are wailing outside. I don't know what they're going out there for. I started talking about the fleecing and the robbery of Claude Giroux, and now I guess the sirens are coming out to get me. But just referring back to that Claude Giroux trade before we end off this video, I did say that it was kind of a fleecing, and I do believe that was a lot of the sentiment that I saw from Flyers fans as well, but there were some here and there that were like, okay, well, they got picks and a prospect for a rental. What do you mean it's a fleece? Lego, come on, you're being biased. This right here kind of goes out there and cements that same sort of idea, just getting rid of your expiring guys, getting rid of the guys that you don't really need anymore because, I mean, look, the Flyers aren't going to make the playoffs this season. They're not really contending. And so all these expiring contracts, Claude Giroux, Justin Braun, you trade them away, you get some stuff back in return, and you go along your day, maybe re-sign somebody next season. Maybe Claude Giroux comes back, who really knows. But either way, let me know in the comments all your thoughts about the Rangers getting Justin Braun, a depth right-handed shutdown defenseman for a third-round pick that can actually produce pretty well offensively. Let me know in the comments all your thoughts and opinions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Trolls 99, and bye.